Well, the National Hurricane Center is warning Hurricane Helene will produce an unsurvivable storm surge.
The storm has been upgraded to a Category 4 and is expected to make landfall in Florida's Big Bend region in the coming hours. That's where forecasters expect a possible 20-foot storm surge. Mandatory evacuations are in place for nearly 24 coastal counties, and federal task forces from around the country are getting ready to rescue those who don't heed the warnings.
Every minute that goes by brings us closer to having conditions that are going to be simply too dangerous to navigate.
The latest update says Helene has maximum sustained wind speeds of 140 miles per hour. The storm is also expected to cause widespread outages in the southeast and bring flash flooding and tornado threats all across the region.
All eyes on Helene right now as, Florida gets ready for this unsurvivable storm surge. I've never heard that before.
You have to think of a perspective of about 15 to 20 feet, Kirsten, and that's how high of a wall of water we're talking with storm surge. That's one of the biggest threats when it does come to hurricanes and just development of them, especially when they're moving onshore. So that is going to be a major hazard, as well as flooding and then these strong damaging wind speeds. You are looking at the eye of a Cat 4 hurricane right there. It is making its way closer towards the Big Bend area of Florida, and we're seeing those outer feeder bands that are just moving through the state. And that's also why we're talking about the threat of tornadoes, because of that fast movement, and you start to get that uplift. So we are having these systems move through across the Atlantic basin, but this one definitely is going to be making a mark across the Big Bend area, and they haven't seen anything like that in a very long time. So you're talking about tornado watches extending from portions of Florida all the way into Georgia. Also tropical storm warnings that are extending all the way out across South Florida, and that's because tropical storm force winds are going out about 310 miles from the center of the storm. When we look at the latest with Helene, as mentioned, 140 miles per hour with maximum sustained wind speeds. Now, that's all because it has strengthened a little bit more. It was about 130 within the last hour. Now we're seeing that strength as it gets closer towards making landfall. As mentioned, it's been a very long time since any type of Cat 4 or higher has actually made a landfall on record for the Big Bend area. It goes all the way back to 1851, the last time they had that. So we are talking about a Cat 4 that will continue to be monitored over the next couple of hours as it does get closer, making that landfall, and then maintaining hurricane status with the latest forecast cone as it moves over Georgia, moving towards the north and losing some of that energy. Now, here's the big problem with it. It looks to slow down as it moves towards the north, and that's going to lead to elevated flood concerns across the southeast, and that's an upwards of about 20 inches of rain anticipated with that, on top of storm surge destruction, also talking about very strong damaging winds. So this is a system